Hello everyone, welcome to Success Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about 10 money traps for middle class you need to be aware of. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. We help people learning about money, personal finance, and investment. If you want to improve your financial future, many people operate on autopilot, unaware of these simple actions that are preventing them from creating the wealth they desire. It can seem like there's never enough extra money no matter how much you earn to spend in a meaningful way, like investing for retirement or making important purchases. Avoiding these middle class money traps, especially if you're a woman, is especially important. 10th in our list of money blunders to avoid is concentrating on your greatest cost, such as rent and transportation. This is one of the most effective methods for growing your wealth. Yet, taxes are generally your greatest expense, so it makes sense to emulate the wealthy and optimize your tax status to avoid paying more than required. There are other legal strategies to lower the amount of tax you pay, including retirement plans such as IRAs, 41ks, and Roth IRAs, and real estate investments. Mortgage, interest, insurance, and fees reduce your taxable income, and depreciation may further reduce your tax liability. How you generate income is also crucial. Employees have fewer opportunities to lower their taxable income via deductions and costs than company owners. Working with the CPA to optimize your tax situation may allow you to keep a significant portion of your income, often as much as 20% or more. The ninth is inability to make modifications. If you are unwilling to make tiny adjustments to better your circumstances, you may lose out on significant progress. People fear change because they want comfort. They don't want to be placed in a position they don't comprehend. However, change is often essential for growth. Moving to a less desired area because it will free up enough money to help you achieve the next level, or taking in a roommate so you can afford it are examples of change. Trading actively to beat the market by acquiring speculative assets and buying and selling throughout different market moves is a poor technique. Ranking 8th among money errors. It is conceivable for experienced people like Jim Simons and Ken Griffin to beat the market, but doing so consistently is incredibly difficult due to investing costs, taxes, and emotions. You'll be fine if you can match the SP 500's average yearly return of 10%. Timing the market by selling at the peak and buying at the bottom is enticing, but it is more difficult than it seems. When people attempt to do so, they get focused on short-term fluctuations rather than their long-term goals, which they should be focusing on. Seventh, because the majority of your assets will be the results of the interest on your investments over time, not knowing what you're interested in is likely the best way to ensure a happy retirement. Understanding what you're investing in and the advantages and disadvantages of different choices is the only way to guarantee you're making the best investment decisions for your situation. If you listen to financial unstable friends and family members or blindly accept the advice of a financial expert, you are playing with your future. Consider two instances. If you invested $11,000 and continued to invest $300 per month for 30 years at a return of 7% per year, the total amount of money you would have would be $455,273. If you invested $11,000 and continued to invest $300 per month and at a 10% annual return for 30 years, The amount would be a little over of $896,358. This discrepancy amount to $441,085. The sixth item on the list is not purchasing a home. Purchasing a home might be one of the finest investments you make, but you must be cautious of those who do not meet the criteria of home ownership. This could be a terrific way to better your financial situation. According to the most current statistics from the Federal Reserve, the average net worth of a homeowner was $275,000 compared to a little over $7,000 for renters. One of the main reasons for this is that homeowners often develop equity in a variety of ways. Their mortgage is paid down each month until it is finally owned free and clear, and the home's value is likely to improve. These assets could open new doors down the road because it could be rented out, sold, and the money used for something else, or the home's equity could be tapped with financing. Additionally, when you own a home, your housing cost remains largely unchanged. Your utility, tax, and maintenance costs may rise slightly year after year, but for the most part, they remain constant because the price you paid for the house will never change. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Fifth, professing to be financially careless, "I don't care about money," is a typical expression spoken by the poor, suggesting that they do not mind being impoverished and exploited by their employer. How could this be the case when these same individuals work 40 or more hours per week, 50 weeks per year, and bring home less than ideal income? Where do they spend most of their time if funds are limited? Fourth, avoid being in the incorrect occupation. High school students are under pressure to choose a professional path that will keep them employed until retirement. As you would think, this often leads to young individuals incurring debt for a degree only to realize that their career wasn't what they had hoped for, either because the money isn't as excellent as they planned or because they dislike their work. Many young people, on the other hand, escape the great pressure of choosing a better job path. The third item on the list is taking risk. Risk is a fundamental element of risk. Without it, you would remain stagnant for the remainder of your life. How can you expect to progress in life without taking any risk? Whenever you choose to proceed, you must consider the risk and advantages to make a prudent decision. This might be in regard to gaining a new job, switching disciplines, or launching a firm whose success is uncertain but whose benefits could be life-altering if it succeeds. Making such a substantial adjustment is unquestionably risky. What if it's not to your liking? What if the money falls short of your expectations? Every time money is invested, the possibility of loss exists. Whether you're investing in real estate or keeping cash because you're afraid of inflation, you can lower your risk by being ready for the worst, such as by having enough money or a backup plan. Second, spend money because you're entitled to it. People often make the error of purchasing stuff or spending money on experiences because they believe they deserve them. They have worked diligently, so they deserve it. While there is some truth to this, if it puts you in a financial pinch, is it really a reward? When you begin a respectable income, you may be tempted to purchase a brand new automobile. You may find it so it does not overwhelm you. The top one on the list is the conviction that none of these ideas will work for you is an attitude that will prevent you from advancing. They may work for others, but they won't work for me, since it may look like there are no options given your current circumstances. This may not be what you want to hear, but the truth is that many individuals who claim none of these concepts work for them are conditioned, which may require them to suffer or be inconvenienced. Money accumulation is undoubtedly easier for some than others, but these suggestions can assist you. Which of these middle class maintaining money traps will you fall into, and which will you avoid? Future financial success does not need a paradigm change. It is essential to recognize these tendencies so you may make the appropriate adjustments. You will be glad you began avoiding these dangerous traps right away. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.